Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, let's talk about how to use the logical and logical OR operator with non-Boolean values. When we use logical and logical OR operator with non-Boolean values, they return one of the operands rather than strictly true or false. When we use logical AND operator with non-Boolean values, if operand 1 is falsy, then return operand 1, otherwise return operand 2. For example, 5 and 3. Here 5 is operand 1 and 3 is operand 2. And 5 is a non-empty value. It is a truthy. It is evaluated as true in Boolean context. 3 also same. It is evaluated as true in Boolean context. So we'll get output as 3. 5 is not falsy. So it will return operand 2. Now here we'll get empty list. That is because here empty list is evaluated as false. It is a falsy value. So when operand 1 is falsy, it will return operand 1. Now let me take another example. Hello and empty string, and we'll get empty string. Here hello is a truthy. The value is evaluated as true in a Boolean context. And here empty string is a falsy. It is evaluated as false. That's why we'll get output as empty string. Here you can see these values, right? These values are evaluated as false in a Boolean context. Other than these values, all other values are truthy. They are evaluated as true in a Boolean context. For example, a list with value string or an integer number, float number, like this. Okay, so this is about logical AND operator. Next, logical OR operator with non-Boolean values. If operand 1 is truthy, value that can be evaluated as true, then it returns operand 1, otherwise returns operand 2. So here truthy is nothing but values that can be evaluated as true. Falsy is nothing but values that can be evaluated as false. Let's take few examples for this. Empty or 7. So we'll get 7. Operand 1 is falsy here, false value, we'll get 7. And if I write hello or a list with values, so both are truthy values, so we'll get hello. Or if I take 7.2 or a list, empty list, we'll get 7.2. So in Python, logical and logical OR operator can be used with non-Boolean values. When we use these two operators with non-Boolean values, it will return one of its operand. Okay, so this is about logical and logical OR operator with non-Boolean values. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.